Good morning and happy Friday to everyone. Y'all, we made it. Yay, it's Friday. It's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. Okay, anyway, y'all, I am here to give you my thoughts and opinion on the whole mess that's going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville, where it may be going as a show. I'm also going to be giving my thoughts and opinion on Martell's recent live as well as Ms Wanda's interview with Speak With Your Girl, Marcella. I am going to place the description to the full videos. Um, I'm going to place the link to the full videos in the description box of this actual video. Martell's video I did get from JamieThatsMe. I love JamieThatsMe. And then Ms Wanda's interview with Speak With Your Girl Marcella, who I highly respect and love dearly. However, today I am going to speak my true thoughts on yesterday's interview. What I'm going to do is just play my introduction and we'll get right on into it. All right, y'all. Again, happy Friday. Please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, set the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. I want to start off with Martell's live, and this is kind of, I'm believing, what prompted Ms Wanda to want to do the interview with Marcella. Martell went live yesterday. He was with the children um, in Atlanta, and I believe they were at like a softball park throwing softballs and different things of that nature. And in this interview, one of the commenters mentioned something about Miss Wanda and kind of what took place Saturday night. And if you have not seen those videos, please go view those videos. There are two videos that gives Miss Wanda's side of the story. And then there's one about her petition, and then there's also one about Stormy's review, and we'll also get into that because she did touch on that in the interview. However, Martell then tells the fans that Miss Wanda is officially off the show. Now, I'm not sure um, how that works. We do know that Martell and Melody are EPs. I've been watching this show and I never thought to look and see who gets EP credit. However, we do know that they are EPs, and I don't know if they were able to get Wanda off of the show, but we do know that they are EPs. We can hear Tank in the background also saying, if you listen closely, he says something to the nature of his grandma told him something about Miss Wanda. And Martell shuts him down before he goes into full detail about what he's getting ready to say, but you can tell that he's getting ready to spill some type of information, and Martell shuts him down. What I do want to say in that regard, I don't like all of this social media stuff because then that definitely proves that they see this stuff. I have a problem with that, y'all. When kids start to see stuff, we have to remember that these kids are still young. They go to school. It- They're probably going to hear about this stuff for the rest of their life. So I don't like that, y'all. I did not like that. Martell tried to shut that down before Tank, gave too much information. But I do want to say I did not like that. I definitely disagreed with with that because he then said my kids don't watch the show, and then Tank was forced to say that he don't watch the show. But you can tell they probably have seen clips of the show. So I did not like that. Now, I want to get into this interview with Ms. Wanda. This interview, again, it will be linked below. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. I do believe Ms. Wanda comes in about 7 minutes into the video, maybe a bit longer. But Michelle Wanda comes on, and the first question that is asked was that of what did she say about the child? Now, in the chat, you will see that I actually did say that Miss Wanda said a name. I am going to correct myself, and I also corrected myself in Marcella's chat as well, that she did not say a name, but she insinuated the last baby, so we knew exactly who she was talking about. We're not crazy. What I'm going to say about this interview, and again, Marcella, I have respect and love for you, but this interview gave straight bias. I also noticed that even though some of the comments in the comment section were respectful, but they were holding Miss Wanda accountable and holding her feet to the fire, they were deleted. So here's what I have to say about this entire interview. Miss Wanda has to be held accountable in a respectful way. We have to stop with this notion of thinking that because people are older, that they cannot be called out in their ways. The Bible does not speak about calling out that you cannot call out your elders. People think when you do it, you're automatically disrespectful, and that's not true. You can definitely come with full respect, and someone has to shut Wanda down. Wanda does talk too much. At some point, I kept hearing Marcella say, it's a reality TV show. I kept hearing Miss Wanda say that. But at what point do we draw the line at saying that our character is not going to be discussing people's children? Because then when you do that, it becomes real life. And that's why, bottom line, I don't care how you sugarcoat it. I don't care how you look at it. Bottom line, that is the reason that the situation happened last Saturday when they were filming. It also happened, if you listen to this video, if you listen to Mel's video, this is why I say Wanda needs to be held accountable. When you listen to Mel's video, if you notice, Mel pins the camera and says, here is Martell. And she's like, hey, Martell, and she moves on, right? In the background, you hear Wanda saying that she was going to whoop Mel's tail then. Also on Wanda's live that she thought was cut off, you hear her talking about the situation and what took place. Wanda has to be held accountable, y'all. She's getting ready to do a YouTube channel. I support anybody that's moving in the business because, of course, I have a YouTube channel. I'm a caterer. So I support Black-owned businesses, and I support anyone who is who's in business because it's hard. But I also have to, again, hold everybody accountable in the situation. I noticed everything was mail this, mail that, mail this, mail that. And Miss Wanda finally came out and said yesterday the reason why she didn't, and I still don't think that she's forgiven Mel for this, but Mel, she said that Mel laughed at the death of her mother, Miss Wanda's mother. But at the time, Mel was talking to Tisha. Now, I remember this scene, and Mel was actually drinking coffee or tea, and Mel sniggled at it because of the gaslighting that Tisha had been doing prior to that scene even airing, and prior to her telling her that. We can't take out, I don't think, as much as y'all dislike Mel and as much as hate as I've seen in those comments yesterday about Mel, I don't think Mel's intention was to totally laugh at the death of someone's grandmother or mother. Like, come on now. We also know, since we want to throw this out there, it's a reality TV show, which means that there's edits. And there's a way that things can look a certain type of way as well. I also did not like, I'm going to say this. Stormy did a review on Ms Wanda's food. And I do kind of think that Stormy did go into a sense of this could possibly destroy someone's brand, but there are sometimes when you do get bad reviews, and there's honestly nothing you can do about it. Because sometimes people, you just can't satisfy everyone. You know in your mind that you did a wonderful job or that you did the best that you could do. But when bad reviews come in, sometimes you just have to take those as a slap in the face, as a learning lesson, and keep on moving. But I do want to say that I totally agree that Stormy did, in my opinion, go a little bit too far in her review. I also believe that Stormy may have went a bit too far because a lot of y'all keep saying, well, she didn't have that smoke when she went live. But if you honestly think about it, when they went live, Stormy had not eaten Miss Wanda's food. If you heard her correctly, she said that she was going to try. And you will also hear her husband say in that same live that he hopes that the food is good. So they had not had Miss Wanda's food when Stormy said what she said to Miss Wanda about fighting and then going back to serving plates. Y'all, all of this stuff is on record, it's recorded. And we have to be honest and we gotta hold everybody's foot to the fire. Although this is a reality show, it has become real life. When children are involved, when marriages be, become a target, a huge target, that's real life. It goes beyond reality TV at that point. That's real life. Y'all, I apologize for my avatar making this whatever it's doing, but um, we have to hold everyone's foot to the fire, y'all. We do. I love Marcella. I have respect for Marcella, but I do have to say that that interview was totally biased, and I know that it's biased because you love Miss Wanda. You have respect for Miss Wanda. And I want to say this because I want to preference some things about checking your mother or checking elders and putting them in their place. It can be done. Okay. The first things first is I am adopted and um, I do know my biological family, but my adopted family was very strict and stern. There was no cussing in front of my grandparents. There was no talking back in front of my grandparents or parents. There was none of that. That's how I was raised with them, right? But as far as my biological family, that's not how they operate. They operate when you kind of talk to each other crazy. And I said that to preference this in this manner. Everybody is not, I get the whole respect thing. I do. But in some people's eyesight, you have to give respect in order to receive it, right? Or our respect at some point has to be mutual for each other. I do think that Miss Wanda does come at people very sideways and kind of in a disrespectful manner, which makes people say the things that they say about her. When there is a way to tell her to scale back in such a respectful way, there's a such thing as boundaries. There's a such thing as stay out of our marriage because what you do is you bring light to the TV, which then causes relationship issues inside the home. There's a lot of things that we have to preference that I agree that Miss Wanda can pull back from. I don't necessarily agree with Miss Wanda being off the TV, But I do agree with there needs to be boundaries set. There needs to be things that need to be addressed as well on camera. So, I mean, y'all, those are my thoughts. I mean, again, I'm going to pin the full videos in the description box. Again, I'm the interview with Ms. Wanda. Again, she also addresses the fact that she may be fired from the show. She said that it was her first time hearing it. I do not believe that. That I do not believe. I do not believe that that was Ms. Wanda's first time hearing that she was off of the show. Now, if what she meant by that, when Martell said it, that was her first time hearing it, then I can understand that. Then maybe she hadn't talked to any producers or anybody who didn't know that she was let go from the show. Do I agree with the blackout? I do not. I do not. Now, I want to also correct something. I eventually just did not respond to the chat, to Marcella Speaks chat. Um, but I also wanted to say this. Martell never said, and please go watch the video and play it back. Martell never said that he would like to black out Saturday's episode. What would Martell look like being an EP saying something like that? What Martell said was he understands Miss Wanda's place, but Miss Wanda is no longer on the show. He never mentioned he mentioned that there was something about a blackout, but he never mentioned condoning or agreeing with the blackout. Um, Miss Wanda did say, "What if we get Mel and Martell off of the show?" And she called Martell a liar. She said, "Anyone who cheats for 8 or 9 years," and this isn't a video. Yeah, I also have this video screen recorded just in case something happens to it. She also said that since Martell has been cheating over 8 years, that makes him a liar. And we have heard that saying, if you're a cheater, if you're a cheater, you will lie, you will steal. So we have heard that before. So that's not my first time hearing that from Ms. Wanda. But again, y'all, I am going to put the link to the full interview in the description box. I did have to come update you all because this has become a pretty big issue at this point. Um, it's become a pretty big issue. Do you all want to know my opinion if I agree that Miss Wanda should have done an interview? I don't agree with that. I think that Miss Wanda should keep quiet until the season is over, until the season is wrapped. I do understand that they've wrapped filming, but I'm meaning when the show wraps for the season. And here's why. We're going to continue to see her on our TV screens. But as far as her speaking out against this stuff, at some point we have to be quiet. And I get it. You have to defend yourself. But at some point we have to be quiet because she's digging a bigger hole for herself. She's digging a bigger hole for herself. Mark my word when I say that. Again, I respect Miss Wanda and I definitely want to see Miss Wanda on TV. If y'all want to ask me, I did not sign the petition. And I will be man enough to tell you, I did not sign the petition. Did I share the petition? I did because I have to be fair as a commentator. I'm commentating on this. So, me being fair, saying that where I disagree with the fact that she needs to just be off of the show, I do agree that there needs to be boundaries set first. This is coming from me, y'all. And you can come in the comments and say whatever you want to, but you are going to be respectful on Chef Don Don's channel. And that's period, point blank. That part right there. That part. Period. In my Miss Wanda voice. What I do know is Miss Shona Wanda is coming out with her YouTube channel. Again, anybody who is hustling and trying to make it, I commend. So let's preference this with your comments, being respectful in the comment section below. Again, it's Friday, y'all. Turn up, turn up, turn up. But I hope everyone has an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. This is Chef Don Don. Please like and subscribe. You can bless the channel with monetary donations at the description here on the screen. And again, y'all, please let me know your thoughts and your concerns. I will be coming to you today with your reviews for Beverly Hills and Dubai. And if you ask me now, honey, Dubai is going to probably be my favorite reality TV show because they served, honey. It is produced so well. But I will give my thoughts and commentary on that later on today. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. Toodle sweets.